Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Tyler from Podcast Now, and today I have something that may be a new Mandela effect, a recent Mandela effect. In Podcast Now Live, I believe episode 31, I talked about the Mandela effect, and I've been looking into it a lot, and it's pretty interesting. And I think while I was shopping yesterday, I actually found a new one. And so I was in the, snack aisle, and then I was just looking at some of the old snacks I used to eat for lunch, like honey buns and that type. And then I saw Nutty Buddy, and then next to Nutty Buddy, I was looking, and then I saw it said Nutty Bars, but it was basically the same box. It was the same product. So then I was like, why does it say Nutty Buddy and Nutty Bars? I was like, that doesn't make sense. I showed my dad. He's like, yeah, that's weird. And then I looked under it, oatmeal cream pies, and so the bars had Big Pack written. You'll see it on the picture. Under it, oatmeal cream pies, and then oatmeal cream pies Big Pack. But oatmeal cream pies didn't change their name. It was the same name. So I was like, well, why would Nutty Buddy changed the name to Nutty Bars just for the Big Pack? That doesn't make sense. So I took a picture that you're looking at. So then I went onto their website. And on their website, let me see if I can find it. On their website, when you look up Nutty Bars, it doesn't show, well, it shows up, but it doesn't show up. Because what shows up is it says product, like under their all products, or all snack bars, it says Nutty Buddy. You click Nutty Buddy, and then the page brings you to Nutty Bars, wafer bars. So Nutty Bars is the official name according to Little Debbie, but the box they show says Nutty Buddy. So it's like, okay, well, which is it? Is it Nutty Buddy on the box, or is it Nutty Bars, the official name? Like, what one is it? The domain name is Nutty Buddy. So if the domain name is Nutty Buddy and the box says Nutty Buddy, why, according to Little Debbie, is the official name Nutty Bars? Which is what I remember it to be as. My father remembers it to be as. Alex remembers it to be as. I'm sure if I asked my mother and a bunch of other people, they'd say Nutty Bar. And the reason I remember that, I used to have them for lunch all the time. Those are like one of my favorite ones, especially the Little Debbie ones. Nutty Bar is my favorite one. But so yeah, it's weird. So then I looked into it because I'm like, okay, this may actually be a Mandela effect, where it's somehow like it's flip-flopping, and somehow it's like switched where you could see both. And I obviously don't understand how that would work, but I'm not a freaking scientist of any kind. So then I looked it up, though, is it a Mandela effect? And somebody else actually noticed it not long ago. Like, this is a recent Mandela effect within a month. And they noticed the same thing, saw the exact same thing, Buddy next to Bar. But then when they went on the site a month ago, when they went on their website, it said Nutty Bars, wafer bars, and the image that was shown, the box, said Nutty Bars. And then they went back a couple days later, and then it was switched to Nutty Buddy. So people are like, oh, well, maybe it's just going through a name change. Well, okay, let's back up for a second. Name change. It's Little Debbie's. These Nutty Bars have been around for a very long time. These kind of products, that would be like saying, oh, Twinkie's going to change its name. Why? They wouldn't change their name. They would never change their name. There's no reason to. Why would you, at this point, change your name? They're not changing it from Nutty Bar to Nutty Buddy. And you know how I know they're not changing it from Nutty Bar to Nutty Buddy? Because Nutty Buddy, and I'm going to show you this too, Nutty Buddy, when you search Nutty Bar on Google, Nutty Bars, I mean with an S. It's not like Tidy Cats where the S disappear. Nutty Bars on Google. You'll see everything show up about it. Little Debbie, Amazon, Nutty Bars, Wikipedia, Nutty Bar, in the U.S. is a snack food manufactured by McKee Foods under the brand title Little Debbie, blah, blah, blah. So, Nutty Bar, all this stuff comes up about Nutty Bars, the wafer that we're talking about. When you type in Nutty Buddy on Google, and you could do this yourself, good luck finding anything about these bars. I have found one site, Fieldstone Bakery, that talks about them, but Fieldstone Bakery, I don't think has anything to do. Fieldstone, I honestly don't know. I should probably look into it. What they have to do with Little Debbie, pretty positive they have nothing to do with it. I'll show it within the video what I find. I'm just not going to do it on camera right now, or via audio. But when you look up Nutty Buddy, you will not find the Nutty Buddy. Actually, on Amazon you do see it, Nutty Buddy wafer bar. But when you go to Nutty Buddy Wikipedia, it says Nutty Buddy is an ice cream cone topped with vanilla ice cream, chocolate, and peanuts. Manufactured in the U.S. Produced by Seymour Ice Cream Company. Does that sound like the wafer bar that we're talking about, named Nutty Buddy? And the funny thing is, so the brand, right, I'm looking at it, says PET, or PET, I don't even know if it stands for PET, but it says Nutty Buddy, spelled the exact same way. Then there's a Mayfield Nutty Buddy. Then that's the Mayfield. And then, so like you're looking at it, it's essentially a drumstick is what they're saying, almost, not fully. But that would be a trademarking issue, because there already is Nutty Buddy that already existed. So they wouldn't, not only would they not change the name over, they would have a very hard time changing the name over. And then, so Fieldstone actually, Fieldstone makes their own and they call them Nutty Buddies, which is interesting. I'm surprised that they can. So maybe I'm wrong about the trademark thing. I don't think I am, though. But, so yeah, it's really weird that that's happening. I just happened to notice it. But, I remember them as bars. And it was just weird, because when I saw Nutty Buddy, it didn't catch me as that's not right. So and all the other Mandela effects, for the most part, the only Mandela effect that doesn't, I don't want to say affect me, but where I don't agree with it, Chick-fil-A is one where I say no, that's because the way that the boxes are with the French fries, that people only see CHIC. That's why. That is a memory issue, or that is a visual cue issue mentally. That's not a Mandela effect. All the other ones, though, yeah, I do agree with. And actually, I don't agree with the Luke, I am your father one, because he always has said, no, I am your father. People just have to change the context so it makes sense. So you don't walk around and say, no, I am your father. But this one, when I saw Buddy, it didn't even click that something's off. That's wrong. It wasn't until I saw it next to Nutty Bars, and then once I saw Nutty Bars, I'm like, that's the name. That's not the name. Why are they two different names next to each other? So what I'm saying is, there's a lot of Mandela effects, I'm sure, out there that we're not even registering, because that's what happens with your brain. That's what would happen with your brain during the Mandela effect. A lot of people will go through life not recognize the changes, because the change is also happening in your brain too. And so there's an internal change. So that's what I kind of experienced when I looked at Buddy, when that broke when I saw Bars. But yeah, really weird. But what I want you guys to do, when you go shopping, look at Nutty Bars. I want you to leave a comment in our YouTube comment section. I want you to leave a comment. I want you to tell us what you see it as. And then you can go to check out Tidy Cat, or is it Tidy Cats? It should say Tidy Cats with an S. Let me know what that says. Anything you see that you may think is a Mandela effect, you let us know. We'll look into it. I know we're not a Mandela Effect channel, but it's certainly an interesting topic that I enjoy, and Alex and I are actually really curious as to what you guys find. So like the video, subscribe, leave your comments, share the video. But yeah, so that was my possible find. Is a new Mandela Effect. Is Nutty Bar is now Nutty Buddy. Okay, thank you.